So after a week of being Jada Pinkett free, she's back again, and this time I have some shocking news. So pretty much on April 27th, the controversial Red Table Talk Show, while there are a number of different reasons to why the show is now cancelled, now it's just going to become a memory of the past, and it makes you wonder if it could end up on another platform in the future. Hi, I'm your host Stacey Taylor, and today I'm counting down the top 10 real reasons Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk Show is cancelled. So why do you think Jada's show is being cancelled? And let us know in the comments below. So starting off our list today, in the number 10 spot, we have Meta Layoffs. The daytime Emmy Award winning series Red Table Talk Show hosted by Jada and her daughter and her mother has been cancelled. The news would come just after Meta started shutting down all of its Facebook Watch original programs. And Red Table Talk Show would be the last remaining show to be cancelled. With the show being produced by Jada and Will Smith's production company, the Westbrook Studios, Red Table Talk is a show that tackles current social and cultural issues from intergenerational lenses. The news of the cancellation would come after the departure of Mina Lafave, head of development and programming at Meta, amid the layoffs that affected more than 20,000 of the company's employees. However, the show's cancellation doesn't come as a big surprise, as back in 2020, Facebook started scaling back its original scripted programming after removing Sorry for Your Losses and Limetown. With Facebook pulling away from their originals so they can move into a different direction and focus more on users generating content. And Westbrook Studios is now reportedly shopping for a new distributor for the series now that their deal with Facebook has ended. Number 9. Lies. When it comes to the Red Table Talk Show, it has been really hard for fans to connect to the show and the show's main host, Jada Pinkett Smith. And this has been a real issue for the show, as fans are just having a problem when it comes to believing what is actually coming out of her mouth. As on more than one occasion, some of the things Jada has brought up on her show has had fans calling her out on her lies. With the actor lying about more than one thing on multiple occasions, it makes us wonder if there has been any truth to any of her stories or with any of her guest stories. With Jada lying about almost everything, from the exact details about what happened with her affair on Will Smith, her alopecia condition, and her racial bias towards blonde white women, it has had fans and viewers for years calling out the star for not being completely honest with her audience. With the talk show mainly relying on having a good connection base with its fans, it just seems like the lies aren't keeping the viewers interested any longer. Hey, what's up my little sparkles? Are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never have to miss out on what I might just cover next. So coming back to our list, in the number 8 spot, we have moving platforms. With the Red Table Talk being cancelled on Wednesday by Meta, according to the Wrap, the series had completed all of its planned content, but it wasn't invited back to create more, as Meta is trying to move in a new direction. With Jada Pinkett Smith's show being the last of the Facebook Watch originals, it has now also fallen to the axe. With the show premiering on May 7, 2018, it has often been responsible for causing shockwaves on the internet, as the Hot Topic episodes and the overall content covered were emotional, controversial, or NSFW topics, all while featuring some pretty big celebrity faces. With some fans being upset that the show has now been cancelled, don't give your hopes up just yet, as it's been said the Red Table Talk Show is reportedly looking for a new home, so we could see the show show up on YouTube, Instagram, or even a television network, as the show's production company Westbrook, which happens to be owned by Jada and Will Smith, is reportedly shopping so they can have the series appear elsewhere, in the hopes that they can continue on air with their platform. Number 7. Embarrassed Will Smith. If there's one thing that's true when it comes to the Red Table Talk Show, it's that Jada has a knack for publicly embarrassing Will Smith on the show, as she has done it multiple times in the past, and it's really hard to tell at this point if the actress is doing it on purpose or not. Jada has used the show not only to discuss her feelings about Tupac, mocking a party Will threw for her, and the entanglement, but she also used the platform, which she hosted with her mother and daughter, to reveal some details about her family and marriage on podcast episodes. In one episode, she would find herself being heavily criticized by the public after she invited Gwyneth Paltrow on the show, so the two could have a conversation about intimacy. In the episode, Jada would start to talk about her and Will's love life, and she wasn't really afraid to bring up some issues they had, specifically about how she used to expect that Will could just read her mind and figure out everything she liked in the bedroom, and that she wasn't satisfied when it came to her relationship with him. It just seems like Facebook and the world is just done seeing Will's name being dragged through the mud, and this may be why Meta is looking to branch out in a different direction and canceled their show. Number 6. August Alsina. With Jada also speaking very candidly when it comes to her marriage with Will Smith, she's also even sparked a meme to come after it on her serious emotional talk show. The meme is a screenshot from an episode in which Will and Jada are both discussing their long-term relationship. They even went on to reveal that they had separated for a short amount of time in 2015, and that during this time is when both entered into a so-called entanglement period with other people. They also touched base on the claims made by August Alsina after he came out to say that he had an affair with Jada. The topic of Will crying then started to become a trending topic on Twitter, with a mixed crowd of users using it as a reaction-style meme in a humorous way, with others expressing their outrage at his mental health becoming a joke. Jada personally would then become questioned in the process, as people couldn't believe that she would cheat on her husband with her son Jaden Smith's best friend. People also started to question what kind of mentoring she was giving August that left him feeling like he gave his all to their relationship just to be left feeling like he was destroyed. Number 5. Too much Smith family info. When it comes to the Red Table Talk Show, it just seems like Jada gives us all a little too much information about her family's personal lives. The show has literally become one of the weirdest talk shows we have ever seen, and it's not really weird in a good way. With the show possibly being one of the easiest paychecks anyone could ever get in their life, the family has been known to sit in a circle at their house and choose topics to talk about until they run out of time. And during this time, Jada would also reveal all of her family's dirty laundry, and some conversations became seriously disturbing to watch, like the time she dove into the conversation about the birds and the bees and talked about Willow and Jaden's first time and how she knew everything about it. The whole thing just had us questioning if we were watching an episode of The Kardashians or a talk show. But seriously, there were just so many moments that had us all questioning what was going on, and a lot of times we were even questioning what Jada's real motive was. There's just something about a mother that she should never discuss about her children in public, and this was one of those moments. Number 4. Substance issues. When it comes to the topic of narcotics, a lot of channels use the conversation as a trigger word, and they demonetize the video. So the fact that Jada used the Red Table Talk to talk about her past struggles with substances probably didn't sit well with Facebook or Meta. With the actress calling herself a walking miracle after she sat down with her mother and daughter to discuss the dangers of increased alcohol use in women, she would go on to paint a not so pretty picture of herself, after she pretty much labeled herself to be a wild party child back in the day. With the actor admitting that she used to mix both substances and alcohol together, she never considered that the move would cause potential health scares later on in life. She just wanted the feeling to continue, so when she wasn't reaching the same place as she used to when she was younger, she started doubling up on more just so she could keep going. Eventually, the actor would note that she had a wake-up call when she passed out on the set of The Nutty Professor in 1996. But Jada being so open about the controversial topic scared Meta, because they didn't know what other conversation she would have that could push the boundaries and demonetize the videos. Number 3. The Oscars incident. With many topics being covered on Jada's show, including Will's infamous Oscar slap, in which he stormed on the stage after Chris Rock made a poorly received joke about Jada's hair loss, and because Jada used her platform to bring light to the situation, she received a lot of heat over the incident. With Jada starting off the series to say, "This is a really important Red Table Talk on alopecia. Considering what I've been through with my own health and what happened at the Oscars, thousands have reached out to me with their own stories." The Matrix star then went on to discuss the Oscar slap, admitting she hopes both Will and Chris will have the opportunity to heal from their altercation. She then further went on to say, "The state of the world today, we need them both, and we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's keep figuring out this thing called life together. Thank you for listening." It just seems like there was a time and a place to address this incident, and it really should have been done after Will was finished healing. And the incident shouldn't have been used to bring in more views to the channel. Number 2. Views plummet. It seems like canceled celebrities will need to find a new platform for their apology tours, as the Red Table Talk Show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith was scrapped by Facebook on Wednesday. With the series being the last Facebook Watch original with a completed final season, it won't be returning to the air. Well, at least not on Facebook. With the show being popular and a staple for many other celebrity social media talk show channels, even though the series started off with some great numbers, over time viewers really started to tune out, and they only started to tune into the show when something big would happen, like Jada talking about her entanglement, or when she decided to bring Jordan Woods onto the channel to talk about her affair with Tristan Thompson, or when she decided to talk about the infamous Oscar slap. With the Red Table Talk Show hosting some of the most iconic moments in pop culture history, it seems like only some of those moments only brought in a lot of views, as people really weren't interested in the show unless it revealed that more drama was going to be revealed. And over the time, because of this, the show's views just started to plummet. And coming in on our list today at number 1, we have Not Relevant. After having a promising breakout performance as Maureen in the Scream franchise, Jada's career looked like it was heading in the right direction. However, the momentum would stall in 1998 after she nabbed the lead role in the movie Woo, a film Variety described as a graceless, unfunny comedy that brings out the worst in just about everybody involved in it. In the years to follow, Jada would also land a few supporting roles in a few well-received films, but since her role in Scream, her record with critics has been spotty at best. Despite her best efforts, studios haven't really been keen on casting her as a lead lady, and the only really meaty role she's been able to sink into her teeth recently has been on television playing Fish Mooney in Fox's DC crime series Gotham. But even then, she hasn't done really anything impressive on the show, and it shows that Jada Pinkett Smith isn't really relevant anymore, and it could be the reason why Facebook is choosing to cancel her series. Well, that's it for this video, my little sparkles, and until I see you in the next video, remember to keep on sparkling.